CoinMaster and CoinMaster Pro from White's Electronics. White's most affordable metal detectors, made here in the USA.
The CoinMaster and CoinMaster Pro, when assembled, has adjustable arm cup by removing the Phillips screw and adjusting to another position on the rod to shorten up the arm cup. The lower shaft adjusts by squeezing the spring buttons on both sides and finding a different adjustment hole in the rod. There is an optional Pee-wee lower rod for the youngsters that will significantly shorten the instrument. That's sold as an accessory. Both CoinMasters operate on 2 transistor 9-volt batteries. Open the battery door by pressing the black button on the back of the display, swinging open the door. Your plus and minus designations are marked on the inside of the battery compartment door. The 9-volt transistor batteries simply slide in and make contact. The larger pin always goes into the larger hole, but again, the plus and minuses are marked on the door. Simply insert those properly oriented, the 2 batteries, close the battery compartment door until it snaps shut, and you're ready to start finding treasure. The CoinMaster and the CoinMaster Pro are both turn on and go instruments. Simply press the on-off control and you're ready to go. You want to keep the search coil in motion to detect targets. You want to sweep the coil close to the ground, scrubbing it in grass, in rocky or sandy soils just an inch or so off of the rough surface. Overlapping your passes as you go. You want a solid repeatable beep over multiple passes. That's an interesting target. It says it's probably going to be a penny and it's at about 2 inches deep, so I'm interested. I'm going to press the pinpoint button to switch to a pinpoint mode. I don't have to sweep the search coil in the pinpoint mode. I can go really slow, go side to side and find the strongest signal, then go forward to back, finding the strongest signal. And the target will be right in the hole in the center of the search coil. Care must be taken to dig properly for the terrain. Leaving holes are unsightly and dangerous to people and livestock. In this type of terrain, in the thick grass and the well-manicured yards, a trowel will do a very good job for you. The idea of using the trowel is not to dig a complete hole, but to dig cut the turf in a half circular horseshoe shape. Now this target said it was at 2 inches, so I'm reasonably sure it's going to be in the bottom of this hinge. I could stand back up and re-pinpoint to confirm that, or I could, if it said it was 6 or 7 inches, I'd know that I would need to dig into this hole. If I were digging into this hole, I would want to use a drop cloth to prevent leaving a lot of mud and dirt, which again is unsightly. Putting the dirt on the drop cloth. If I'm pretty sure that it's in the plug, I would want to pull the dirt off of the plug, placing it back into the hole. That way, again, I'm not leaving the unsightly mess of a big dirt plug. And I'm trying to keep the top of the turf together. And I think I saw something. There we go. Now you'll want to place the dirt from the drop cloth back into the hole. Careful not to spread it around into the grass. And as you hinge the flap back, give it a couple of steps. You can see that doesn't leave an unsightly dig or a dangerous hole for people to twist their ankle on. The CoinMaster has 2 optional adjustments, the discrimination and the sensitivity. The sensitivity makes the detector go deeper. If you're out away from a lot of electrical activity, turning it up may increase your penetration. If you're close to power lines, electric fences, a lot of electronic activity, you might have to turn the sensitivity down to stabilize the detector. If it's beeping and making indications for no apparent reason when you're not sweeping the loop, you probably have to turn the sensitivity down a little bit to get it to work well. So up and down with the sensitivity, and that's indicated on the display. The discrimination is the trash rejection, and you'll see that on the screen as a speaker with a line drawn through it. Our trash rejection at this point is at the foil level. As I go up with the trash rejection, I'm rejecting more and more targets, more of my visual display. However, you can see jewelry is all throughout this area also. So you don't want to set it too high for the area, or you're not going to find a lot of the jewelry. Typically down at the foil rejection is where you should start out at. If you're just digging too much junk for it to be any fun, go ahead and turn it up a bit, and you will still find most of your coins. The CoinMaster Pro adds two significant features, Tone ID and Smart Notch. Pressing Tone ID, it's indicated on by the Tone ID symbol on the display. The accepted targets produce a significantly higher pitch tone. That alerts you immediately that that's a target of interest, and differentiating by tone is something that is really easy to do as you're searching along without looking at the display. The other feature is Smart Notch. Smart Notch does something different depending on where you set your discriminator. If I set my discriminator high and press Smart Notch, it brings in the nickel. The nickel is lower than the pull tab, and then the screw cap, it's higher than foil. It accepts that notch there between those two levels. If my discrimination is set low and I press Smart Notch, it takes out the traditional pull tab area. Now these are the aluminum pull tabs from the 70s and the 60s. Doesn't really apply to the later aluminum, but in the older areas these aluminum pull tabs can be a real troublesome, and you can reject those while still running quite a low discrimination setting and finding a lot of the rings. So Smart Notch either takes out the pull tab, or at the higher settings it pulls in the nickel range. One of the more popular accessories, of course, is headphones, allowing you privacy. And since the CoinMasters don't have an internal volume control, most headphones have volume controls. The headphones plug into the right side of the control box. There's a dust cover that needs to be removed, and then the headphone simply plugs in. This model is designed for the 90-degree plugs for the best comfort. Simply plug them in and adjust the volume, and you're ready to go. Another popular accessory is search coil covers. These are scuff plates. They simply snap onto the bottom of the search coil and prevent you from really wearing that search coil out. You basically just put them on and forget them, and if you happen to wear a hole in the bottom of that, you buy a new loop cover instead of a new loop. Of course, popular with the CoinMasters is the Pee-wee rod, which allows it to be significantly shorter for small tykes. Another popular accessory is a smaller search coil. A smaller search coil will find more in concentrated trash, typically public areas near picnic tables and where lots of junk targets are close together, parking strips. You simply plug in the smaller coil and it gives you a more isolated pattern for sweeping between multiple targets. And then, of course, your carrying cases to keep all of your accessories, and your metal detector will fit in there and keep everything ready to go hunting.
CoinMaster and CoinMaster Pro from White's Electronics. Real metal detectors made in the USA. Find your local dealer by visiting us on the web at www.whiteselectronics.com.